guys, so today I'm going to be reviewing these two products, the e.l.f. Mineral Face Primer in green and the Maybelline Falsies Big Eyes Volume Express Waterproof Mascara. I've been wanting to try both of these really bad, and so I'm going to take you through both of these and let's get started. Okay, so I've already gone in and moisturized my skin a few minutes ago. I already have the clear one that I've been trying out for a while, but I wanted to try the green one because I have a lot of redness and rosacea, so I have been looking for a cheaper primer to combat that before I go in with everything else. So I'm just putting some on the back of my hand. It's very green when it comes out. And you get a lot with one pump. That was just one pump. And as you can tell, it's like a pea green. So let's just go in and put some of that on. It does feel really soft like the other one. This is a silicone-based product, so if you're not a fan of those, then I would steer clear from that. But it just feels really smooth and kind of like a serum a little bit. And I definitely put too much on my hand, so maybe even like half a pump instead of a one pump. And I can kind of tell that it's kind of canceling out some of the red. Not a whole lot, as you guys can probably tell, but it is covering up a little bit, so we'll see how it goes when I put on foundation. This side of my face is a little bit less red, so you can tell that it kind of covered more of the redness on this side than this side of my face is more red for some strange reason. So it didn't cover as much on this side, and my nose is the most red, and so that's definitely not fixed or anything, but it does make my skin feel really nice and covers it up a little bit. And in person, it actually doesn't look as red as my face looks on camera right now. So that's good, I guess. But it is still a bit red, just a little bit more even toned, I guess. Okay, and then just to stick with the same products, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation in Sand. So far it's going on pretty smoothly, I would say. I don't have to blend it out as much as I usually do, but that's with no primer. Okay, I would say that that made the foundation go on a little bit easier. I think that the primer itself made a lot of the redness go away, as opposed to having no primer or just a clear primer. And it did make the foundation glide on kind of smoothly, actually. I didn't have to spend as long as I usually do buffing it into my skin, because I usually just sit there for minutes just kind of swirling around so it doesn't look as foundation-y. But it looks pretty good, and I've only been buffing it out for like a minute or so. I'm just gonna go put on the rest of my makeup and then I'll come back for the mascara. Okay, and then now for the mascara, I'm going to be using the Falsies Big Eyes Waterproof Mascara in Very Black from Maybelline. And then the way that it works is that they have one side for the upper lashes and one side for the lower lashes. And I'll show you what the brush looks like. Pull out like this and you expect the brush to be on this side. I don't know why, at least I expected it to be the other way, but it's right here. So this is the upper lashes brush. Just looks pretty normal, I guess, but it has a lot of bristles in it, so that should be nice. And then the lower lash brush on this side looks like this. It's just really skinny but long, so you can get into your lower lashes easily, hopefully. So let's try it out. I'm just gonna curl my lashes really quick. Okay, so just starting off now, I'm taking off all the excess mascara, which a lot of it gets stuck into this brush. Like, I haven't even wiped it off all the way, and there's so much on the edge. Hopefully it's just because I just opened it, because it's going to be disappointing. Okay, so with one coat, it's not very voluminous, I would say. I mean, it's okay. I mean, in comparison from this side to no mascara, like you can tell I have mascara on. Maybe when I have 2 coats on, it'll look better. Okay, so with 2 coats, it is a little bit better. As far as the formula goes and the brush, I mean, it's pretty light. I don't feel like the mascara is kind of weighing down on my eye, like it's really clumpy or chunky or anything. It's pretty voluminizing, I guess, but nothing that crazy. But let's do the lower lashes and see how that comes out. The little brush is pretty nice so far. I usually have a big problem with coating my bottom lashes. I can only get parts of them, but this is getting all of my lashes. Okay, so this is how it comes out. I mean, it looks pretty good in comparison to not having any mascara on. I think it does make my eye look a little bit more open. So as far as it being for making your eyes looking bigger, it does kind of do that. Not for voluminizing though. It might look better when you have eyeliner on or anything. I don't have anything on right now, just some eyeshadow. So maybe with just a thin line. But from far away, it kind of looks like I have a little bit of eyeliner on this eye, I guess. As opposed to no, well, there's nothing on either, but as opposed to no mascara. It kind of looks like I have a little bit of eyeliner on. So that's something. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye and yeah. Okay, so I did go in and put on a 3rd coat actually, and now it looks a little bit better. It's pretty good, I would say. It did get a little bit more voluminous the more coats you add, which it happens with mascara. And it is pretty good at lengthening as well, which I don't know if it's even really supposed to. I mean, I guess for bigger eyes it would probably have to lengthen your lashes, but it is pretty good at that, like the regular Falsies is, because I have used that before. Overall, I think it's a pretty good product. They don't do the greatest job at separating, which is what I liked about my 1x1 mascara, but it still looks pretty good overall. I mean, they're a little bit spidery, which is good if you like that thing. I don't really mind spidery lashes, as long as they look good, which I think they look pretty good. Yeah, I would recommend this if that is the kind of look you're trying to open up your eyes or make your lashes look a little bit more full and long at the same time. I think this is a pretty good mascara for that. I'll have to play around with it a little more and use it in some more tutorials, and then I'll give more thoughts on it. So as far as the 2 products that I've reviewed, I would say they're both pretty good. This primer is pretty good for the price. It was only, I think if you buy it online it's $3, but at Target it was $6. Because everywhere I've been seeing the reviews it said it was $3, but it was $6 at Target, but I just bought it anyway. So it's pretty cheap, and it makes my foundation look pretty good and cancels out a bit of the redness. I did actually put some concealer on my nose a little bit, just a tiny bit, but it looks pretty good. Usually I have to use like a green concealer stick, and I didn't have to use that. I would recommend both of these actually. So if you guys want to see me review a few more makeup products, put them down below and I'll be sure to try and check them out. I usually get drugstore things because I'm all about getting things on the cheap. But if you have anything that you are wanting to know how it is, I can go and get it and try it out for you and let you know. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do that. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers and I'm at like 92. I'm like so close. I've been stuck at 92 for like 3 weeks and I just want to get to 100. But I will see you guys next week. Alright, bye! Yeah, this side is a little bit red, a little bit... this size, oh my gosh. This side of my face, it might look better once the mascara on, so I'll have to play around with it a little bit more and use it some. So if you guys want me to see, I can't talk today. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about it.